Rise and Shine. It's the URLive podcast. Getting my sound healing music therapy on. I got a lot of practice to get in on this Tibetan singing bowl. So that was my rep for the day. Fight for your reps, hashtag. Getting in those daily goals, breaking it down. Rise and shine, y'all. Good morning. That is such a beautiful thing for me to look up and to see that many of y'all are engaged right now. Thank you, God. I am going to school. I just started, just a couple of classes in for sound healing and music therapy. And this is my opportunity to incorporate all of my work with live musical instruments into creating a new path and career for myself. The beauty and blessing of this right now is life is beautiful, a beautiful art piece right now with the good and the bad all mixed in. But the reality is it's 12:44 on a Monday morning, and to God's glory, I have the time right now to come out here and do this. Salute. Bohemian Rhapsody, I don't know that off top. Shoutouts to Mac Bros. Shoutouts to I Have Been Sent Here on Earth. Thank you. Shoutouts to Yozma. He ride. Shoutouts to Your Clown 14, Crash 1223, Nikki 3540. What's up? Antoine Garcia, Stevie O Wonder, Max for Squad. I'm Ron Burgundy, Eric, The Rez, Jacob Oy, Trayvon O'Neill. You play good. Thank you from Brian. D6, my handles is handled. And Brian D6. Thank y'all for the love. So I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Thank you. Somebody said don't worry, everything will be okay. This is like a blessing. When I say a blessing, the blessing is that I'm out here right now and I have the time to do it. Thank you, Sherry Charlie. VibesURLive podcast, $, Cash App. If you'd like to support directly, you can do so. Click that link, share, subscribe, engage, all of that with the link in the bio. I also have an Amazon storefront where I'll be sharing a lot of the resources that support me in this storytelling experience that I'm sharing with y'all. The storytelling, if you're just tuning in, then remember I had a hair show that I submitted for I thought July 29th, but it's actually August 29th. So imagine being a whole month early, but you panicking and throwing stuff together to get something together and turning in late, and the whole time you early. So this is rehearsal. Y'all are joining me on my rehearsals, and I'm sharing transparently, you know, sort of what I've been in the studio with this past winter, and now I'm sharing it out. Hi, how you doing? For the first time with like the public, like coming out and making noise in public and getting feedback, whether it's somebody dancing or somebody making a comment saying, yo, you sound like trash, you know, in one of the comments, you know, whichever, you know, all of that is fine. So, to the gold top dude, Weston Plays, Sherry Charlie, and thank you. You said cool distorted tone. Thank you. So I love this keyboard, and I do love that tone. And when I committed to that tone, it felt so right. It felt so me. I was looking for a sound that I felt was accurate for what I was trying to say, and that was it. The speakers on here are not the best for clarity, so it is a little distorted. I turned it down a little bit. It's like you can still do soul, but it still gives you that synthesizery, spiritual but not necessarily church organy. But still gives you space to do things. Jazzy, but on the more sound healing approach, which is my vibe for what I want. If you're just tuning in, I just started going to school for sound healing and music therapy. I have a whole just future chapter ahead where I'm gonna get into it, but I already have my stage for the sound baths and the setup to just be a student and to commit. So it's that part that I'm grateful for, and while I'm expressing gratitude, and you see me, I keep doing this thing, because it's like I'm not focusing on the negative. There's so many things that I can focus on that are not that positive. But I'm like, whoa, this is a beautiful opportunity. It's been my dream to do this live stream and this podcast, and I'm doing it right now with focus, and it doesn't require me to use sampled music or someone else's music, and that's the goal. I'm out here now, I'll tell you, real talk. Solar powered is God powered. Solar powered, God powered, straight from the source. Right now, I'm living and operating solar powered. So the traditional resources and available resources are available and provided directly from the source of God. But at this current moment, I have time to be out here right now because I've dedicated my life to this right here. It's tough to say. It's really tough to say. I've said it in other live streams. I don't want to impurify such a great moment, but this is the only career path that makes sense to me. I have done teaching, I've taught art and music in schools, and I've been a barber. And I'm going to combine those two things with sound healing and just create an experience and a live stream for y'all and content. And I want y'all to support and help me help myself out here as a content creator. So thank you. There are some other sounds that I did explore during yesterday's morning live stream that, I want to play around with. So this one, oh, I love this one. So it's similar. Very similar. So how does this compare to the other one? They're very similar. This one sounds a little clearer and less distorted. Thank you to Hey, it's Miko. Salute to Indian Cat and the Gold Top Dude. Weston Plays, what's up? Sherry Charlie, what's up? Cruz Loather, Mac Bros. Again, y'all are showing love. I have been sent here on earth. Thank you. Click that like, comment, share, subscribe, engage. If you want to donate to the URLive podcast directly, you can do so. Cash App, $, URLive podcast. See, the reason I also don't want to say negative is I don't want your sympathy votes. Like, I want you to enjoy for those who do the content and to support directly. Right now, all the formal subscriptions and all that stuff that costs, I'm setting all that up. But in this moment, if you want to just support directly, that's how you can do so, through the Cash App. Shout outs to Wayne Quillas or Kias and Miss Bestie. Thank you for subscribing, Miko. So as y'all tune in, y'all are gonna be getting midday meditations, sound checks, sound baths, soul Sundays. Just keep tuning in, just keep tuning in. Y'all are getting beach retreats, just subscribe. Queen P. What's up? What you laughing at, Queen? Shout outs to Zoe Green. You subscribe. You says, I love the setup location, brother. Have a great day. Mr. Exquisite. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Where we at and what we doing? Give me some feedback. What's up, Olito? We are at the beach shore in Los Angeles, California, and I am solar powered right now. Solar powered is God powered. Non-GMO music sounds provided directly from the source, from me to you. And I am in sound healing and music therapy school, and I just started. And this is my stage. This is where I'll be doing my homework. This is where I'll be doing my practice and redirecting and pivoting my career. Right now, it's like I've done a lot of things. I'm such a multitasker. If you've looked at my live streams recently, I've been doing one-man band sets. And I've been doing one-man band sets because I'm such a lone wolf. I'm such a solitary creature. I'm such a introvert with just like maybe a splash of personality, but it's personality. I be solo, but I do enjoy engaging, and right now this is it. This is it. This is the wave. You said love the Leonodas beer. Thank you. I don't know who Leonodas is. Phil Carter, salute. What's up? I'm free falling. What's up? Whoa. We're not starting that. So we are going to put you in timeout. I'm free falling. Lone Wolf Brothers for Life. Binde host 419. Salute. Thank you. You said Lone Wolf Brothers for Life. Neaton, you says, are you near beach? 007. Yes. So I actually just now for the first time I moderated from the comments. Usually I just let stuff go. But somebody just put the N-word. And I just want to say, first off, the word, people have actually tried to turn it around and talk about Negus, N-E-G-U-S, and the origin of the word and all that stuff. I live in America. The word has a meaning here and context here. And it has no place with me. I don't even care if you're black. I don't call other people black the N-word, and I don't let them call me the N-word. So I definitely ain't letting somebody who's not black call me, the N-word, or just use it around me. Like, it's such a deal breaker, honestly. Like, just get away from me. If you're on that level of frequency to where you need to use that word with your vocabulary in 2026 in America, we're not on the same page. So, Funk Congress, you said I wasn't ready for this. What's up, dude? What up? Let's find the vibe. Let's pick it up. Let's do something fun. Let's try this one. Don't that sound we're gonna have some fun? Time to start art. Yeah. Batteries. So that's good. What's up, yo? You said I feel like I'm gonna be attacked in the deep depths of America with this beat. Okay, sorry. I was just going for a different vibe. I know I had been all like slow and all of that. Wanted to switch it up. It's lunchtime. It's like 1:07. Hi, Allie Davis. Shout outs to Zebulor. You said Aquaman. I need to go change the AA batteries, which is a great discussion. I said I was an art teacher. Can we talk about imposter syndrome? What I love about my new path as a sound healer and music therapist is freedom with art and music, and without the constraints of the academic school system requirements and curriculum, where I can still do my practice. You know, one of the last lessons I remember preparing for before a story that I'm going to tell, but that job ended with me actually going to the emergency room and a long series of events that y'all have seen me hold back and sharing because I'm focusing on the positive. But, you know, I haven't been working, recovering from something that happened. I went to the emergency room. They've done tests. I've been just in a lot of like imaging and testing and going through this whole process. And I have a surgery coming up. Now I get, when you watch other people's stories and they share their testimonies and you don't really understand just how transparent they're being. They're sharing their personal life. People have shared cancer stories. To God the glory, I don't have cancer, but it is something going on. And I've been hesitant to share transparently like that on social media just because you never know who's watching you and everyone doesn't have good intent. And I have spiritually experienced a side of this social media content creation thing where you have a lot of monitoring spirits at the end of the day. And so I just want to set the tone for positivity with all of you all and to create a safe space where we can share and talk about things like this. But that's sort of the pivot that I'm talking about. It's weird. It's like, though it was a dramatic shift in all aspects of my life, professionally, personally, and all of these other things, it also shifted me and redirected me to here right now where I do have the time to do this, and this is really what I want to do. Love from Joey Son. Salute, how are you? Shout outs to Angel 1604. So in sound healing, there's the actual belief of actual healing that comes from frequency, like God frequency, our bodies are frequency, vibrating. And so like I'm approaching healing both from the doctor's perspective and the need for physical surgery, physical, earth, matter, rock, earth, in terms of the elements, earth, bones, flesh, but then spirit, mind, soul. Spirit for me is air, wind, breath, life. Sun, of course, would be power, electricity, God, light, fire. Soul would be liquid, water, oil, blood. But they're all the frequency of God. And just in those different forms and elements. And by the time you have a physical, something like maybe a tumor or a nodule of some sort, or anything physical, you know, it is the physical manifestation of those other things that are going on. So triggers, someone that is stressing you out, and then you later have anything physical going on, that stressor contributed to your mass. And so when you think about that, you gatekeep a lot more with your energy and you protect your energy. And so that's why I went on that rant about monitoring spirits and being transparent about sharing. Because straight up, I love God and I believe in operating from purpose. And when you do that and you fast and pray, spiritual attacks happen. And so I am no longer in the place where I'm going to like play dumb and act like evil is not out there, witchcraft, sorcery is not out there. It's out there. Now, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, and that's something that I have consistently said and believe and stand on. Shout outs to Connor McGregor, stepsister. Shout outs to Frederick Spear. This is one of several pianos that I have. Zardy Glazer. I would rather become a billionaire than have my kids and have a child than to have my own children in a relationship and to have kids. And sometimes it makes you feel better. Get it? I want to read that again, but that's a good one. Children. That is something I would love to have one day. I would need to have the right relationship, a marriage first, to do it right. Let me read your comment again. I would rather become a billionaire than have my kids and have a child than have my own children in a relationship and have kids. But sometimes it makes you feel better. Get it? I have a little trouble following your statement, but I sort of get a vibe from it. You would rather become a billionaire than to have kids and have a child. I don't know. I was gonna go grab, let me see how long this will last. The battery is probably low. I was saying one of the last lessons that I taught, acoustic versus electric. What I love about acoustic instruments is you can just play them out loud, okay? You say, don't really have to worry about being a billionaire. Salutes to Jack, Fat, Collie, and Ethan, Kate, and JS Pandy. What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in. What's up? I'm liking on small creators, so here you go. Thank you to Toast and Butter is me. You say it's not about being rich to be successful, it's about living for free. Amen. So let's get into it. You said, or the clock own you. And somebody said Key West. Shout outs to Montado. And then shout outs to somebody who said Childish Gambino. Hi. Ooh, Childish Gambino. I haven't heard that name in so long or heard music from him. But I love all I see is zombies walking all around us. You can hear us calling. You can hear us trying to stay alive. All I see is zombies. Hear them screaming at her. You can do 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 do. Oh, yo, I've not heard that song or sang that song in so long. And I don't know a bunch of lyrics to a lot of songs, but that was my jam. I remember when somebody put me on Childish Gambino. Just for the record, again, I said I'm a barber. So one of my clients played it for me, and I was like, that jam right there, like that was a song off the whole album that did it for me, and that wasn't even like a radio jam. You said, look at this dude trying so hard to melt down the Antarctica through his voice. Is that what you make of me? Somebody said, bro, can you do an Enrique song? I don't know Enrique. In the future, I would like to be better set up where I could do playback. As long as I can hear the song, I can try to learn it. You said, somebody said Childish Gambino plus Bob Marley. You said that was a melodious, though. Thank you. I love when you can just fall into grooves. Shout out to Mel M. I'm in America. Y'all are blessing me right now. Don't play so hard that the ocean waves start urging to take you to Aquaman. You know what? I should get in the water right now. What country? U.S. So shout outs to Pixel Pulse Gaming, Regulus Corneus, Time and Tide. You said my keyboard sounds okay. Unix Rev. Can I play La Caracha? I don't know what that is. In the future maybe. But thanks for F6. Martin. Hello brother, I'm from Iran. Many people died in the war. Let's be silent for a few moments. Yes. For the happiness of their souls, if possible. Shout outs to Rev 6. Shout outs to Not a Scammer. Can I do Magla Novia? Shout outs to Unixot and Not a Scammer. And yes, so Martin, you said, hello, I'm from Iran. Many people died in the war. Let's be silent for a few moments. Let's give a moment of silence. I don't watch the news too much, so I'm not really following. So this is a good reminder. Let's take a moment. Shout outs to the real Nas No Skill Gaming, Kahana. Showbiz. Somebody says hello from Corpus Christi, Texas. Shout out to Shao Briz, play Titanic. So what I love about Titanic is when they play the violin as the ship went down, the orchestra. He said, hello, Hee Michael. What I love, y'all, is that I always like listen to like those ambient sounds, sound healing frequencies, relaxing tones, but never really experienced what it was like to create them from scratch. Non-GMO, just for the record, that's my thing. All organic, straight from the source, baby. But to be in a place right now where I'm like, no, again, I don't need the radio. I don't need multi-million-dollar artists' music to do my set. And as a DJ, that was a limitation that I felt. You have to go through so much with licensure and licensing and publishing and just all of this complex stuff. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, please. Somebody said. Twinkle. It's been a minute since I played Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. That's funny. Anyway, I like this sound because this is essentially that. I was like, how do they make that? You know, like those long tones. And so learning about like synthesizers and synthesizery sounds and just the difference in piano. To learn piano is its own thing. To learn music is specific. To learn piano is specific. And then once you get a keyboard, you have to learn your particular instrument. So what I like about right now is I'm dedicating time to actually learn an instrument that I've had for about a year now. And it's truly blessed me in my journey. It comes with a story that I will be telling. Bro, do you know one Bollywood tune? I don't, but maybe I can learn one. He says, bro, it's brighter and hotter. What's up, Alito? Stay true. Shout outs to Artistic Blue Snow. Shout outs to Maury. I'm not the father. He said that's the belly of a beer drinker. Oh, man. Artistic Blue Snow. No, I don't drink beer. This is actually a part of what I was talking about earlier in terms of like me getting surgery and stuff. So it's actually a pretty just not cool illness at all. It's one of the most twisted things where you actually technically are not shouldn't work out until after the surgery. So to God, the glory, prayers for healing and recovery and just all things positive. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and I will overcome this. But just be transparent with you. You know, I'm a former track athlete. You know, I do yoga. I'm a very athletic person, and to be, told that you can't work out, then it's, I'm incorporating the full mind, body, spirit, soul workout and rehabilitation workouts, little things like this. Right now, for this podcast, I'm sitting down like this, but for the workout portion, when we get into like actual sessions, you are going to see me sit on a balance ball, and I'm going to invite y'all to join me on a balance ball so that you're always engaging your core and always working out when you can't even get in your reps, for your workout in your daily life. If you put in good structures, good habits, good certain products like having a balance ball or an underdesk bike and just getting in, your daily minimums, hashtag fight for your reps, then, that. So there's that whole concept of working out. And at one point I was working out so hard and I wasn't seeing results, and eventually fast forward, health stuff, went to the doctor. They got to the root of it, and now we're, getting to the next chapter of it. But it made me really see value in this next chapter, both with sound healing and then sharing my workout and recovery journey with before and throughout the surgery process and after. You say you've done yoga for about 3 months now. I'm 22 and it's helped me a lot. Shout outs to Hill Bill Collins. Shout outs to Plot Twist Allotment. Shout outs to Christopher Gold, Bob Marley. Shout outs to EU Soy. Shout outs to Plot Twist. I already said that one. You said regardless, we chilling and we here, brother. Keep going. Thank you, Alito. Thank you. You said play Numb Little Bug. I don't know that, Alexander Rankin, but hello. Jackson, what's up? Can you play any song from Sublime? What's up? What's up? What's up? Shout out, y'all. Thank you. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, comment. So I just shared a testimony with y'all. I just shared some very transparent shit. Somebody who takes value, always have over health, you know, health. And to be in a season where I'm not healthy in this particular moment is really, it could be devastating. But remember, in this live stream, I said positive. I'm not focusing on the negative things. But in that moment, I felt the need to just transparently share. Salute, how are you? Because, you know, that, no thank you. I haven't auditioned in years, like maybe like 2, 3. And one of the first things I started noticing was that my physical appearance started changing. My abs definitely were gone. My face got fat, and all of these things came from this illness, but were the early onset versions of it. But I lost my confidence with auditioning. Wasn't happy with what I saw. I was like, this isn't me. And I'm in a place now where I'm not even living the Hollywood life or audition. I'm just in Los Angeles and I'm here at the beach. And I started teaching and I just backed away from all of that stuff. Life has been pretty crazy. And this podcast right now is my dream and passion. So it means everything for me to be here right now. And life is too short. There's never, tomorrow's never promised. So beer belly or not, it's not a beer belly, but it's going to be gone soon. As soon as I get my surgery and I can work out, join me on this live stream and we're going to be working out and jamming, okay? All right. You said, is Hollywood kind of over? There's almost nothing that is shot there. The industry changed. Now, I do see a lot more things happening now, but there was definitely a pause in work. I shared all that because I was really I got in the water today. I actually, I don't always get in the water when I come out here, but I actually got in the water today. And I did a cleanse, Let me see, can y'all see? I'm about to go get in the water again. We're gonna take a quick break. Now what I would like is to keep some sound rolling up in here. In the future, do some playback. All right, here we go. like I should have brought y'all with me. So I'm gonna bring y'all on the field trip this time. Let's go. So I was saying I got in the like full immersion body in the water earlier. And I did that. And I was like, God, I pray that you purify me, cleanse me, release any negativity, darkness, spiritual warfare, witchcraft, sorcery, block any monitoring spirit, seer, negative force. I attract abundance, speak abundance, positivity. But it's been so much. It's been so many things, y'all, from, like I just mentioned, health, economic. The beautiful thing about solar powered is I'm right here and this is beautiful. To be a minimalist in Los Angeles is an oxymoron. To be saving money is, you said you need to go deeper if you want cleansing. I know. What information do you have, Nino Kampu? Yeah. So, all of that stuff is, is dense, is heavy. But when you experience a series of unfortunate events in life, and you're just like, hold on. What in the Sinners movie and Him movie, Him, if y'all haven't checked out Him with Marlon Wayans, I encourage you to do it. He said, keep going into the ocean, deeper ocean. What's up, my main watermelon felon? You know I love watermelon, so I'm not mad at that name. I am a watermelon. I'm not mad at the statement. I don't want to claim the F word. You said felon, so I'm not going to say that for myself, but all of those things. Being more intentional about all things words. They say spell casting. So we joke around when we're younger and just don't realize language, words, choices, selections, things you can speak over yourself casually and not realize it, Oh, so grounding, standing on sand, water, grass, ground. Oh, we're gonna be doing long walks on the beach, y'all. We're gonna be working out. We're gonna recover. And anybody else that's going, gonna have to go to the hospital. I'm already coming out. Look, you hear me? My ideas are all over the place. When I went to the hospital last time, oh my gosh, 3 days. I need to go in there with some lesson plans, some activities, and entertainment for myself. So I'm bringing in the keyboard, some headphones. We're gonna be live streaming. Somebody said black people can't swim. Watch out. No, I can swim. I'm a phenomenal swimmer. Shout out to Running Man 9200. Shout out to Jason Pritchett. He said, sup, bub. How's the water? The water is great. It's cooling. Y'all, this morning, the temperature was perfect. It was full immersion. You say, shout out to Nino, Nincompoop. If you keep swimming, you'll find the entity known as the knowledge well, and you'll find your answers there. Cool thing, knowledge well. Shout outs to the whales out there. I had a client here one time, and some dolphins, a family of dolphins came up, and they chilled with us right there. It's actually in a live stream. But I do have a special connection with animals. And for this project that I'm working on, you're gonna see me talk a little bit about the octopus. The octopus, y'all, essentially is me, the one-man band. Myshii baby, purple, crown chakra, master of the skies and survival and nature, flexible, there's no real limits to an octopus. The beak is the only bone or solid hard part of his body. So as long as his beak can get through it, then it can make it through. The octopus has a very short lifespan though, so it does all the amazing wonders of the world and just rocks the ocean socks off in about 2-3 years. And then it ends, of course, with the mating process. And once the mother, this is so crazy. So chances are, after mating, the female octopus might just eat, cannibalize the male, right? So the mother eats the father octopus. Then she's fertilized, of course, so she goes and finds a den. And she goes in that den and she protects and covers her eggs. She stops eating. And when her eggs hatch, their first meal is their mom, her protein. While protecting them, eventually she dies. And again, they are her first, she is their first source of protein. She dies right there. So that's the whole thing. I'm like, whoa, that's some thug life right there. Tupacalypse Now, octopus. Y'all some gangsters on another level. Shout outs to Chemistry 8X. Shout outs to Serenity Vibes. What a cool way to spell that. I say that because for the octopus, because it's bittersweet. It's like, yeah, I identify with it, but that's a horrible story, like at the end. But it's, oh, check this. But if the mother ate the father and then the babies eat her, look at the circle of life in that. You feel me? From the day we arrived on the planet and blinking step into the sun, there's more to see than can never be seen, more to do than can never be done. There's far too much to take in here, more to find than can never be found. But the sun rolling high through the sapphire skies keeps great and small through the endless round. The circle of life, and it moves us all through despair and hope, through faith and love, till we find our place on a path unwinding in the circle of life. I haven't heard her say that in so long. Shout outs to Fushi Jerome Gummy. Shout outs to Molten Gaming. Salute. Auto tune, please. Gary Roberts. Shout outs to. Okay. Thank y'all. What's up? You say auto tune. We don't do no auto tune over here. For what? We don't need no auto tune. Practice maybe. I ain't did that song in a minute, but I don't need no auto tune. Jam. Circle of life. I love how like you could just get into a jam. Like the ways that you can fall into a jam. So that's the octopus. Another animal. No, why did you get kicked out of McDonald's? So, I understand doing what you have to do, but McDonald's is not healthy. So remember that. For your off tune, you either need auto tune or a vocal coach. Anybody could use a vocal coach, even professional singers, but yeah, on that one, whatever. It's 2026. Y'all been listening to mumbo, jumbo, rap, and half singing. I can sing better than a lot of folks. I'm way ahead of the game. Choir experience, whatever. If you heard a tone or note you didn't like today or whatever, then whatever. But you're gonna be all right. And you can watch my channel. You can hear me sing with bands. And that was a cappella right now. Live organic GMO. Off the spot, off the top of my head. So, stand on that one. You'll be okay. Which one did I do earlier today? When I feel you dreaming, I think of sunsets, how high, yeah, I wanna be with you, an everlasting love, wanna fill your life with a satisfying love. All you need is a mystifying love. All you need is a mystifying love. Fushi Jarami. Don't ignore what I said above this. Gojo's name. I don't see anything. You're talking about anything significant. You said McDonald's. So yeah, vibes from the water. Back to the piano. So, one-man band, Octopus, Looper. I've come out here and I have played the music, but I want to get skilled with the looper. The looper is going to give me what I need for this next chapter. Laying down different musical parts. You know, that part. I'm in Los Angeles at the beach. At the present moment, I'm not getting my location to keep it a buck with you. So I'm just in Los Angeles at the beach. up for yoga? You gonna join me in doing yoga? Because I might actually be doing it. You wanna know what's cool? He said the sun has got to be hot. It feels great right now. It's He said, "You got there, my dude. You got there, my dude." Should I salute before 6 It cut off again. What's up? So I do have more batteries. I just need to grab them right quick. So acoustic versus electric instruments. This is a good opportunity to acoustic, electric. There are some days when it's not realistic for me to take a drum set out with me. Or to be able to play my saxophone just out loud. So, things like this right here, if the keyboard goes out, That was fun. Things like that I will be taking with me. You know, that's that. That is that. I need to replace these AA batteries. How are you?
I have a very powerful aura right now. My zodiac sign is very much
Okay.
it's coming back to Earth now. So the signal is the strongest. Trying to make it back home, you know? So my signal is the strongest right now. Steve, you know what time it is?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Thank you.
So these batteries definitely got their time in. I was talking about acoustic versus electric. I got a noise complaint years ago, and apartment complex had old wooden floors instead of like concrete. So like they heard all the squeaking and stuff. So just doing basic push-ups or just anything, making any sort of sound was a lot for them. So they left a note on my...
Ice cold water, $1.
No, thank you. Oh man, those batteries did not work. You said over here it's 11 p.m. CTB 739. What's up? Where is there? Where it's 11 p.m. It is 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here. My name is Cordelia. I'm currently in Berlin. What's up, Cordelia? Cordelia from Berlin is about to get her a jam. Shout out to Epic Win 77. Thank you. You said drum, piano, and song, etc. Thank you, yes. Ah, that felt good. So In the Pocket is a series I've been working on, literally in the pocket. I'm about to show you the pocket. The pocket is this right here. This bag right here is my superhero bag. That's my Batman cape. That is what I use to teach students on the spectrum music this past semester. And it's packed with gadgets like that digital horn. Things you can find on my Amazon storefront. I'm working right now, technically, so let's do it. Here is a roll-up drum pad. It's by a brand called Polo Lab. And so I use these to teach and recommended that parents get them if you just need something portable to take with you. So the portability version of it, or concept for me, comes from the music therapy side. The same way that I'm out here and I'm playing, you know, releasing stress. These midday meditation breaks are things that could benefit anybody. And it's something that I recommend both for myself, others, adults, and then also children children who can't, go to narcotics and alcohol, to relieve their stress. They need something, and adults shouldn't be going to those things either. But it happens. So In the Pocket, literally in the pocket, and then in the pocket, the bag. So that was a good moment. Dreads Prater Roberts, salute. Epic win, what's up? You say there's no sound right now? What? Let me know right now. I just turned the mic off and I just turned the mic back on. Can you hear me now? Somebody said no sound. Can somebody let me know if you have sound right now? If there's anybody out there that would like to support the URLive podcast directly, you can do so with the Cash App, $, the letter U, the letter R, the word live, podcast. should get in that yoga session soon. I think I'm gonna take a break soon, and we are gonna get into the workout. And I'm gonna show you my rehabilitation workout exercises that I'm doing that are low impact, moderate intensity, and things that you can do, even when the doctor says you shouldn't be doing anything. Really, you gotta do something to maintain. So we're gonna do some yoga for day one of this beach retreat officially. Whoa, it died again. Piano playing matches the singing, bro. Good job, thank you. And then shout outs to Gary Roberts, and then Terrible Times Yoga and Tongas. Yeah, so I already have my setup ready. I am going to be doing yoga soon. I'm going to take a quick break. Make sure to hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe button, all of that. And yeah, I think I just committed to we're gonna work out. If y'all gonna talk about my belly, then join me in my process of getting rid of it. All right, that's a good transition. I'll be back. See you when I see you. Peace.